tonight? How's everybody in here? This is a beautiful fucking building. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to get my routine done before the tornado comes. Holy shit. I'll tell you, it's my first time doing stand-up down here, so I'm a little nervous, you know? I'll admit it, I'm a little nervous. I think that's fair. I think it's fine to be a little nervous your first time doing something. I'll tell you, I remember the first time I had sex. Boy, was I nervous that time. Holy shit. I'm hoping this is going to end the same way. I'll finish in 3 minutes and get laughed at for an hour. I gotta tell you though, seriously, I'm not even lying here. I got bad fucking luck with girls. It's ridiculous. Jesus, I'm telling you, terrible luck. I've had prostitutes tell me they just want to be friends. No, I'm telling you. You know what I think the reason is? I think it's because I'm a little too immature at my age. That might be the reason why. I think that's the case, because I'll tell you, even to this day, I can't hold a straight face every time I ask my veterinarian to look at my giant schnauzer. No, but seriously though, you know, it is a little tough out there. When you go on a first date with somebody, it's a little bit difficult. You know, I'm in a bar a couple of weeks ago, right? I'm down there. There's a beautiful fucking European girl standing against the bar, right? Blonde hair, you know, all that shit. So I gotta meet her, right? So I walk up to her and I'm like, you know, where you from? I never heard of a country called Fuck You Jerk. What is that, near France? I don't know. But I'll tell you, once in a while it works out. I go on a date with a girl a couple of weeks ago, right? She wants me to take her to this fancy French restaurant, right? I want to go to Arby's. Guess who won that one? So we go there and we're sitting down, and it's like one of these places with the candles and the violins, and you know, you can't understand what's on the fucking menu, nobody knows what's going on. So the waiter sits us down. And now listen, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not cheap. I'm broke. I'm so fucking broke, if somebody robbed me, I'd get arrested. That's how fucking bad it is. So we sit down, and you know, look, I'm not cheap. I know she's the kind of girl, she's gonna order the most expensive shit on the menu. You know when you're out with somebody like this, and you just know they're gonna price it up, they're gonna get all the expensive shit. I just know this ahead of time, right? So we sit down, and the waiter comes over to the table, and he's like, sir, you know what you want to have for dinner? I don't know what the fuck's on this menu. I can't read French. I just hold the thing up and kind of go, and just hold whatever I get is kind of tolerable. And then he goes to her, miss, you know what you'd like to have? And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit. And she's like, I'll have a Ferrari. Not even a fucking meal. So the waiter leaves, and you know, the problem with the waiter is, I can just tell the waiter's gay. You know how sometimes you can just tell someone's gay? You just know, it's kind of like a sixth sense. I can tell the fucking waiter's gay. I mean, when he was giving me a hand job in the men's room, way too fucking into it to be straight. Not even possible. Tell him. So off the waiter goes to get the fucking food. God knows where he is. He's gone for so long. I'm telling you, the service in this restaurant sucks. It's so fucking slow. It's like watching astronauts on the moon. They're cooking the food. That's how fucking slow it is. It's like underwater. So I'm sitting there, and we're talking. We're trying to talk. And it's like one of those situations where, like, you don't have anything to say, and it's so fucking awkward, you don't know what to do with yourself. You know, you're sitting there, and you're just kind of staring at each other. I mean, she's staring at me, I'm staring at her tits. I don't know what to do. So finally, after like a half hour of this nightmare, the waiter comes back with the fucking food, right? He's got the little metal plates with the lids, you know, the type. So he puts hers down, he pulls the lid off, and it's like some beautiful chicken dish with rice and some shit around it. You know, beautiful. With a little bit of like vegetables, it looks like a fucking rich lady's hat. He pulls the lid off my fucking meal, it actually looks like shit. It looks like somebody shit on the plate. I'm looking at this thing like, if I eat this, is it gonna come out looking like food? Am I gonna be sitting there tomorrow morning and go, holy shit, there's a cheeseburger in the toilet? So, you know, I kind of push it around a little bit. I can't really eat, it's disgusting. So I kind of mush it around so it looks like I'm eating it, it looks like I'm enjoying myself. She's loving the fucking meal. She's wolfing it down like it's mother's milk. I mean, shoveling it back. She's got rice all over her chin and everything else. It's like having to do with a horse. So anyway, we're kind of sitting there, and it's still kind of weird. So she says to me, she goes, what do you do for a living? I'm a doctor. I said to her, I tell stupid jokes to morons. Not you. So I mean, it was good though, because I kind of broke the ice, and I kind of made her feel a little more comfortable. So then we get into the crazy questions. You know when you're making a girl feel comfortable, she starts saying the weird shit to me, you know? She says to me, if you had to compare yourself to an animal sexually, what would it be? I'm thinking, I don't know. And she goes, I'm like a Mustang. You could ride me hard all night. And I'm like, oh yeah? I'm like a camel, 2 humps and I spit. You know, so everything's going all right. You know, I break the ice, you know, we're feeling all right, everything's good. So the end of the dinner comes, right? And she says to me, you should take me back to your place. I'm like, whoa, yeah? All right. So we go back to my place, right? Now, I don't understand why a fucking broad needs 3 hooks. You think 1 hook's enough, 2 hooks, you're good, 3 hooks, what the fuck you got in there? I mean, how wild do these things get when we're not around? But you need 3 hooks holding them back. Everybody gets the first 2 off. You know, I don't care how big of a fucking nerd you are, you get the first 2 off, no problem. It's like the 3rd one's put on backwards, so you just purposely can't get it off. I'm sitting there like this for about 10 minutes. Finally, I look over her shoulder to see what the hell's going on back there. It's like 2 hooks in a Rubik's Cube. I gotta answer a riddle to get this thing off. So we're going at it, and everything's going great. You know, we're having a really good time. She seems really responsive. I mean, look, I don't know, maybe it's me. I gotta admit it. Maybe there's just some things I don't know about sex at my age. I'll admit it. You know, it's fair. There's just some things I don't know. I mean, for instance, is every position doggy style when you're fucking a German Shepherd? No, but seriously, so, you know, I'm a little nervous, so my friend tells me, he's like, listen, if you get in trouble, just remember how animals have sex. Because animals have sex the same way people have sex. And I'm thinking to myself, this is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. Animals do not have sex anything like people at all. I mean, when the male lion's fucking the female lion, he never pulls out and comes all over her face. When's the last time a chimpanzee has his girlfriend dressed up like a cop? Doesn't fucking happen. So we go back to my place, you know, we're messing around, and everything seems like it's going great, right? You know, we're finished, and she leans over and she whispers in my ear, she goes, do that again. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck should I turn the TV on twice? Oh, yeah. It's good stuff, it's good stuff. You know what I kind of hate? I kind of hate Batman. You like Batman? Batman's a rich kid who had karate lessons as a young man. This is who you want coming to save you in the subway, right? A rich guy with karate lessons. 5 guys come, 6 guys come, 20 guys come with grizzly bear, whatever, he's fine. Bullshit. You know? And Aquaman, how about Aquaman? You like Aquaman? Everybody thinks Aquaman's power is that he can speak to the fish. No, Aquaman's power is the fucking fish can hear him. I can speak to goddamn fish. I can speak to anything in the fucking room. And most things won't listen. But I think the worst superhero of all is probably Superman. Because Superman's got every fucking power, doesn't matter what's going on. He's got laser vision and freezing breath and super strength, and he's fast and he's strong, and his cock smells like peppermint, and he can fucking speak Chinese. It's like, give me a goddamn break. It's like a slap in the face. Why is everybody else working? Why is anybody else in the superhero field even got a fucking job? Stay home and watch TV. Hey, I'm Tony Baloney, you guys have been a tabloids all fucking time.